And these are your works of art for this week. We begin with this one by Victor Olaoye. It's called My Dream, done on charcoal on canvas. Then Francis Agemo has this one titled Elizabeth II, done with oil on canvas. Joseph Debekeme has this one. He calls it Boxes Guided by Blue Line Series. It's a pen on paper medium. And there's another one where that came from, still in the Blue Line series. Pen on paper, it shows children. Then Dari Popola has African Celebrate, done by using old and new disc and oil paint on canvas. Then Sheyi Odukoya brings his hidden treasures on acrylic on canvas. He says they are not easy to find. You have to search and search deeply. Sometimes you find them in the most unusual places. And this beautiful piece done by Femi Adedeji is titled Iyabeji. He did it for a friend in Canada, he says. It's done on paper, white charcoal, acrylic paint, and pencil. Then Timothy brings the Calabar fever to his canvas. It's a mixed medium. He believes that Calabar Queen is beautiful, stylish, and loves to shop till she drops. And he attempts to create an abstract image of this concept using a cane, raffia, and fabric. She goes all the way to protect her delicate makeup, which the composition has totally removed with the cane and basket, which is traditionally used to cover a pot. But in this composition, it represents a parasol. Brilliant, isn't it? And those are your works of art for this week. We do encourage you to keep them coming.
Freedom. That's how Gbenga Offo has crafted his solo exhibition, with works of art that express the new air he's flying on. Splash of colors, ever so vibrant.
It's about freeing myself and the things that I've been doing from the things I've been doing in terms of style. You know, freedom is about going into new areas for me. Then that relates to the society in which we live in, the environment in which I live in. There's so many people in bondage. There's so many people who are deprived of education.
He has works that capture his environment, such as these wrought iron and stainless steel pieces. The first is called Detail of Sweet Conversation, which shows a form with the eyes emphasized and mouth protruding. Similar to Sweet Conversation, but that has two figures, probably a mother and a child.
My style evolved from the African traditional pieces. What people use to recognize my work most of the time is the large eyeballs, which are things that were taken from the Yoruba traditional sculptural pieces. You know, from there, I have used lines and shapes, basic shapes, to depict my work. So, unlike what some artists did, who went from the European art to, who took from our own traditional art, I have taken from our traditional art at the same time, taken from, because whether you like it or not, you have to be influenced. You get influenced by people around you, by the artists around you.
His painting has a splash effect to it, with a wave of colors embracing each other on the canvas.
It's great to hope in situations that we have found ourselves, in situations where we don't know where the country is going. We have terrorism everywhere. We have the economy is in bad shape, has always been in bad shape. People are living below the poverty line. So there's always that's human. We must hope, or we'll commit suicide. So we have to hope. We have to continue to hope. So it's a way of encouraging people to keep hoping. While they do that, that will get them out of their bad situation.
He's not alone. Works of art by those already at the Wheat Baker are here. Renowned names in the industry that shows the hospitality team has an eye for good pieces.
In picking the works for the exhibition, it was also interesting to pick works that actually reflect what's going on in society today. And we have an artist who has thought about these issues and has presented them in very nuanced, on the one hand, and very strong and bold artistic statements on the other hand. So we see his diversity of even expression.
So why was freedom the choice? Is it restricted to the art, or is there more to it?
It's all about celebrating freedom, and I feel that right now it's something I want to do. I want to put myself in a situation where I will do things that I want to do at the time I want to do it, not when people want me to do it, really, and not what people expect me to do.
This artist believes his works are not yet done and is still pushing to expand his horizon. This graduate from the Yaba College of Technology has showcased his works in and out the shores, painting and sculpting stories the best way he knows how. He has freedom to express himself, something he doesn't take for granted.
Put your thinking caps on, because you know what time it is to find out who our artist for this week is. Born in Iragbiji, Osun State, southwest Nigeria in 1940, Moraina Oyelami began his career as an artist in 1964. He studied technical theatre, specializing in design at the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, where he later taught traditional music from 1975 to 1987. The idea behind the Osogbo art experiment was to bring together young, creative people without formal art training and encourage them to paint from the heart. The experiment was such a success that today, Osogbo has become the center of an art movement in Nigeria with an ever-growing group of artists. A man of many parts, Mr. Oyelami was a founding member of the late Duro Ladipo Theatre Company, performing as an actor and musician. He toured with the group to the Berlin Festival of Art in 1964 and the first Commonwealth Arts Festival in the United Kingdom in 1965. The themes in Oyelami's works are mainly derived from Yoruba culture. The people, their facial features and markings are a particular favorite. Their way of life, the ceremonies and festivals. Little wonder then that he's always involved in the Osun Osogbo Festival.
You can enjoy Art House on any of these platforms.
And with that, we've come to the end of this week's edition of the program. Thank you so much for taking this ride with us as we look forward to seeing you again next week.